Hey y'all, what's going on? Sean Starker here, Weekday Warriors Fitness. And no, I didn't leave a mess out in the Warriors HQ. What I did is actually grab a couple of items because I want to show you guys some ways that you can make some additional weights just in case you have to take your workouts home with you if your gym closes or if you find yourself sort of in a quarantine situation. You definitely want to keep your workouts going so that you can stay strong, keep that immune system up, and all those benefits of strength training. And you want to be able to have a little bit of additional weight. If you don't have a dumbbell set at home or access to any weights, these are really easy ways that you can get some resistance. So I'm going to show you what I've done here with the first set of stuff. And as you can see here, I just got a bucket. I filled it up with some water right out of the tap there. Neighbor's pool, bathtub, whatever you got to do. Probably not your neighbor's bathtub. They'll look at you a little bit weird. But, go ahead and fill your bucket up with a little bit of water. If you've got some leaf and lawn bags, or in this case, these are some standard kitchen bags. I've just grabbed 2 or 3 or 4. You probably want to double or triple them up. And that way you can fill them with some water, create a water bag. Water is a really good substance to be able to put in items because it takes the shape of just about anything that you have. So grab some type of vessel. It doesn't have to be a bucket this size. If you need a little bit more, go grab a 5-gallon bucket. You can usually find a handle on a bucket. Makes for good curls, front delt raises, and the like. All right, and the next set of stuff that we have over here, I'm not going to drag over too many items, but the bucket I've got here is filled with rocks and brick, and of course that'll just give you some additional weight that water may not. You can find a little bit heavier rocks, can find a little bit heavier bucket, and create some heavier weights for yourself. I've also got over here, you guys can see, I'll bring it over to you, that we've got some kind of loose gravel, playground sand in there, and I just threw that in a bag that I had laying around. Got this bag I was gifted from SeaWorld on one of our recent trips there, and it's pretty good. You can throw some rocks in there or what have you. Of course, everybody's pretty much familiar with Sandbag, especially if you're from down here. Makes for great resistance. You can get 2 of them. You can do a couple of exercises, which we're going to show you here in just a second. Now, the third list of items that I've got are kind of things that you would find laying around that are not necessarily going to fill items. They're just sort of things that you can pick up and press. Things like this cinder block over here. Get you a cinder block. Also, if you're finding yourself in a rehab situation, you've been doing PT for your shoulder, what have you, got some shoulder issues, you can generally grab a can of vegetables, can of soup. They're about the right weight to continue to do your internal, external rotations and what exercise you have prescribed for your shoulder. If you don't have any weights at home, pretty convenient way, and it's tasty. You can eat it afterwards, so not too bad. All right, so talk about the broomstick and the rope. These are things that on their own can be used for exercises. Now you can take a broom and hold it here at the end, kind of do what we've affectionately termed lazy maids around here. One of the things that we'll do with the broom here is to take it maybe, and I would have my bag filled with water, and I'll tie maybe a handle here so that I can slide the broomstick through, or of course you can put it through the handle here and just have a little bit different dynamic to how you lift your weight, right? Maybe you can do some curls, reverse curls, or the like. All right. One thing about water is you want to be a little bit careful with it because it can spill from time to time, and then your weight gets less. So I guess that's nice if you want to have your sets get easier as you go, is dribble a little bit out of the bucket every time. And the rope, what we can do is use it as a handle as well. We'll tie maybe a loop in the end, and this one here is just a perfection loop. Really easy way to get a loop in the rope. And I'll put a link in the description to how to tie this knot. It's really, really easy. I'll do that again for those of you that are quick watchers. Right over, and then you kind of pull the outer loop through. There you go. Of course, if you've got something like a clip here, a carabiner, of course you can put that on and then maybe attach that to the handle of your bucket. You can do some hand over hand rows, upright rows, and various things. You know, you're just going to have to get creative during these times and use what's around you. Also, you can use benches for dips. You can do incline push-ups on your benches. So there's a whole list of exercises that you can do with just the things that you find around you here. All right, I've got my sandbag and I can just squat, press that, squat that up if I want some additional weight. Of course, I can also do some nice rows with it. Biceps curls. And you can get a pretty good amount of weight out of a sandbag. And then, of course, there are things that you'll find around you like stairway posts, like posts that are supporting columns for a house. You can do a whole lot with that. You can take the rope, just like I'm going to show you here. We can turn it around, wrap it around rather. What we can do are curls. We can do some curls with the rope against this pillar or column. We can also do some rows, a little bit of rows against the column using your body weight. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some specific exercises, sets, and reps down in the description below. So that way you guys can have a ready-to-go program. You'll have something that you can just do no matter what. If you're not going to the gym, it'll be something easy that you can do at the house if you kind of want to self-quarantine or just get out of the madness for a little bit. If you guys want some additional tips and tricks, then you can email me, Sean, at weekdaywarriorsfitness.com. Be happy to help you guys do whatever I can to keep your gains coming, to get you through this time. And don't worry, we'll be back in the gym in no time at all. You guys stay safe, live healthy, help each other. We'll see y'all